Hey everybody, it is Monday, it is 3 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. CET and 10 a.m. Eastern, or whatever time it is for you watching this. We are not live. This is Polly Weekly News, but it is not live. It's a pre-record because here in the UK it is spring public holiday. And for you guys in North America, I believe it's Memorial Day, and I know some of you out also in other countries may be celebrating public holidays. So wanted to do a pre-record for you to keep the cadence up, keep this regular, but allow us to spend some time with our families and friends, obviously at a safe distance. So let's get into the show. So welcome to Polly Weekly News. We normally do this live. This is a pre-record, but so wanted to make sure we get this out to you. We do this every Monday, as I say. Check it out on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you are new here and ring that bell. We get guests in either from Polly. I try and lift the hood and take you behind the scenes around some of the innovations and technologies that you don't always see in the front line out there on the internet, and introduce you to some amazing specialists that we have here at Polly. We also bring in some other people outside of Polly. Last week we had Nick McQuire on from CCS Insights, an analyst, and we also had Tom Arbuthnot on, MVP for Microsoft at Modality Systems. I'm trying to get in some other external parties to try and keep us equal and balanced with regards to the information we're putting out there. This week, though, as I say, it is a pre-record. I've grabbed Patrick Bonar and Bodavine Moorman from our Hoofddorp Experience Centre to come in and talk to you about exactly what we can provide with regards to remote demos while we're all here on lockdown, so that you can still get to see and experience some of the great technology and innovations that we have at Polly, but obviously from a safe distance. So I'll get them on, and they can take you through exactly what we can provide. So I'm joined this afternoon by Patrick Bonar and Bodavine Moorman. Hey guys, how's lockdown for you?
Good, thanks, Neil. Keeping on well. Bodavine, yourself?
Yeah, it's all right. Amsterdam's great. Sunny as always.
Always nice in Amsterdam. So, Patrick, our PECs, clearly we've locked the doors to keep our staff and our customers safe. But what are we doing with regards to remote demos? I mean, clearly we can't demonstrate an immersive studio. What have you guys put together with regards to packages around remote demos?
Yeah, it's a great question there, Neil. So within Polly, we've been running a virtual experience program out of the Americas for quite some time. Bodavine and myself have started to look into this from an EMEA perspective, and we were planning to bring this into EMEA this year, early on, but unfortunately this got fast-tracked with what's currently going on with COVID-19. So the team worldwide literally took out of the offices a host of different Polly solutions back to their home office and have been so amazingly creative around the demonstrations. Some of us have a bit more technology than others, like myself, but we've all been doing our own little thing to showcase some of the great innovations and solutions that Polly has now and has actually launched under COVID-19.
So I believe you've got a special guest that you've been using to help you. I've got a star there. Can you call him out?
I do indeed. So we've also been really creative as a team. So myself, I've been using my son, Adam. Adam, are you going to come in and say hello to everyone? The other members of the team have also been using other people. This is Adam. Adam, do you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, my name is Adam Patrick Sittle Helper.
There you go. So he's fantastic. So Adam's been doing a lot of demonstrations with me here. We've been doing demonstrations around noise block, acoustic fence, even Eagle Eye Director, and also Eagle Eye Cube. So Adam, let's tell people about what product are we using at this moment in time?
Studio X30.
So as part of being at home, we're actually using the capabilities of actually not only teaching them about the things they should be learning, they're also learning about Polly solutions and the phenomenal things behind it. Also, hopefully our experienced person based out of Paris, she's using her family members, and we've got Melissa in Austin who's actually using William, her other half, to do demonstrations around acoustic fence.
And I can see that Mr. Cupid will be very happy about the Arsenal strip. I'm going to cross over to Bodavine. Bodavine, I think you've got a demo for us now.
Yeah, exactly. So I was fortunate enough to be in the office when it was actually closed. So I had about 15 minutes to grab some stuff off the wall, throw it in the back of my car, and start setting it up at home. And because you don't have all the facilities like you have at the office, you have to start being very, very creative. And actually, you inspired me, Neil, by using the OBS software to approach it from a kind of different perspective. So what I did is I took my Studio USB and pointed it at my cupboard here with the screen and X30 on it. And that way I can show, I can present, I can emote about what the device is. So we can show off that the X30 with a little bit of extra zoom, is an all-in-one device with microphone, camera, and speakers built in. Of course, we also have the lovely TC8 here, but because I have a touchscreen, I can also show off how the UI works while I'm actually interacting with the device.
That's awesome. So you're getting the UI and the actual view of the system as well simultaneously on the screen that you're sharing over like Zoom or Teams to the remote participants.
Yeah, correct. And you know, with some of the information that you can also put on the screen, people have time because they're not always paying full attention, but then at least they can read a little bit what's on that list on the bottom left there. And it's also good to show off the different types of software that we have in the latest versions. This is not only in PolyOS mode, but also the Zoom mode or in the Teams mode. We can show it off and see the different nuances between the different products. And of course, we actually pull the devices into the calls, so people will know what it's like to be in a call with someone using X30 and X50 or any other device. So it's so much more real for them. And because they're in their own comfort zone and they're working from home from their own PCs, instead of being in a more, let's say, clinical environment like an experience center. So we've been getting great responses in that regard.
That's great. Can you drop that a second so we get you back on the main screen? So I was going to ask Patrick. Patrick, where are we providing these? Obviously, in EMEA, lots of different languages. So I know Bodevine's obviously in Amsterdam. You're in UK. What else and where else can we offer this?
Yeah, great. So we've also got in the UK Jonathan and in Oakley, who's coming out of Paris. We've also been doing this in the Americas. So in the Americas, we have Dan on the East Coast, Lillian and Melissa, who are in Central around the APAC, and we're also looking around covering into the Pacific element of there too. In APAC, we've also been doing demonstrations also around these sort of experiences. Now, APAC's a little bit different now because we are now starting to go back into the offices. So there is starting to be a change there because we're past that bubble that's happened with COVID-19 over there. But in terms of CC's team based out of Beijing are still doing these demonstrations, and they've been really successful, Neil. I mean, one thing we found out really quite unique from the start of this was our competitors haven't been doing this, and we've really taken that on board and we've really enhanced, and the team have jumped up to this to an experience to ensure that we can offer the best and maximum capabilities while doing this virtual. And this will continue afterwards, Neil. So even when we do go back into the offices, we will be doing virtual demonstrations from our PECs that we have around the world.
That's really nice. And how can people book one of these? What's the sort of process for getting on a virtual demo?
Yeah, great. So how we're recommending to book it, if it's going through our Poly rep is the key response, is reaching out to them. They will then come into the team here and book that up and then work with that, understanding what the needs of the customer and the partner so that we can customize and tailorize those experiences to suit them. So just go through your Poly rep would be my recommendation.
That's great. And what do you think? I know it's a real challenging point. I know we were obviously doing some stuff around the London Demo Centre. Where do you think we are? We obviously want to make sure that it's safe and that we can provide those physical demos safely. But can you give anyone an update on what's going on with the London facility and what's going on in the UK?
Sure. In terms of London, it's a great thing. So we are in the process of moving into a new location over the summertime. Unfortunately, it's a little bit delayed with what's currently going on in the current climate. But fingers crossed, we'll have something coming up very soon with our new location. And Neil, I'm hoping you can do a video of our new experience centre that we're going to be launching in London when we come to that sometime in the summer period.
That would be cool. I'm looking forward to doing a Poly Weekly News live from our new London location. Bodivine, Patrick, thank you ever so much for joining me. Do stay safe. Patrick, obviously in the UK, you've got to stay alert. And Bodivine, have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you again very soon. Cheers, guys. Massive thanks there to Patrick and Bodivine for joining us here on the not live Poly Weekly News. As I say, we will be resuming our normal service next week, and it's going to be a good one. I've got a special one lined up live for you, 1st of June. Make sure you get it in your calendars. Link for the calendar invite is in the video description, so grab that out and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so that YouTube will notify you whenever we go live. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and I will catch you on the next one.